Hey! A few days ago I posted a video of all the new info I could gather about the new Crystal Hollows update. Since then the AlphaNet has opened back up and a lot of new features and mechanics have become much more clearer. However, I won't be explaining everything all over again, so if you haven't yet, make sure to watch that vid. Anyways, this time the AlphaNet was actually open to MVP Plus players as well, so I could get on, but that didn't last long. I really tried to get the footage I needed for this, spent many hours trying to get into the Crystal Hollows, and even when I managed to, it just crashed or restarted soon after. So, just like last time, I'll be using some clips from others, and will be crediting them on the screen and in the description. Anyways, let's get started. First off, in the last video I was talking about this whole area as if it's anything you can actually explore, and that's not really the case. This just serves as a preview of the Crystal Hollows and scenery for the minecart ride. That's all it is. The actual Crystal Hollows are much bigger. How big, you ask? 1024 times 1024 blocks horizontally and the full 255 vertically. Wow, that is quite a bit of space. It also explains why it's so intense on the servers. Hopefully it'll work smoothly on the live version. However, this area is not generated randomly, for the most part at least. As you already know by now, the Crystal Hollows are home to many different areas. The main 5 are the jungle, goblin holdout, mithril deposits, precursor remnants, and the magma fields. Each of these has unique structures, mobs, and gem. That's not it though. The Crystal Hollows are divided into 2 parts, the upper section and the lower section. Let's talk about the upper first. Starting off with the jungle. No matter what server you're in, it'll always be the jungle in the following coordinate range. This is what I meant by it not being random. Every area has a set of coordinates it's in, and I personally think that this is good because the Crystal Hollows are very big and it could be extremely tough to find what you're looking for otherwise. The structures are random each time, however. Back to the jungle now. The jungle is home to the tribesmen, which have 1 billion HP, but are neutral mobs. This might be the first neutral mob in the game, meaning that it won't attack you unless you attack it first. And they do a lot of damage, so don't attack them. You can also find sludges, which are hostile mobs who drop sludge juice. The sludge juice is used for the items found in the jungle shop and is needed to purchase the jungle key. You need this key to open the jungle temple, which is the special zone inside the jungle. You see, each of the main areas has its own special zone. Once you clear the challenge the zone presents, you'll be awarded with a crystal. Since the jungle is home to the amethyst crystal can be obtained by clearing the parkour challenge inside the temple. What do the crystals do? We'll talk about it a bit later. Next, the goblin holdout ranges from the following coordinates. Is home to the amber gem and, well, goblins of course. The special zone inside this area is called the Goblin Queen's Den, from which you can get the amber crystal. Not entirely sure how, but you have to do something with the Goblin King as well, I believe. The third quadrant features the mithril deposits and houses a bunch of ores. Basically any vanilla ore can be found here in copious amounts. Ironically, there isn't as much mithril here as there is in the dwarven mines, but that's good because we honestly don't need any more of it. The special zone here is called the Mines of Divan. I don't know, man, diving these nuts. Any of the NPCs you talk to will give you a metal detector, with which you can scavenge the floor for 4 different quest items. By the way, can we just take a moment to think about how we're using a metal detector in a place literally full of gold? How is that supposed to work? Turns out the server didn't know either, so it crashed. Once you get these 4 items and bring them to their respective NPCs, the jade crystal will materialize in the middle. So I have this subscriber detector here, and it's telling me that you aren't subscribed? Please do, or else I'll have to release the safety trigger.
You don't want me to release the safety trigger.
The last of the areas in the upper section is called the Precursor Remnants, home to the Sapphire. Its special zone is a massive remnant of a city called the Lost Precursor City. Really reminds me of the Lost Avo city from Minecraft, but way cooler. In this area you'll find automatons. Upon killing them, there's a chance you will get a rare drop. Once you've gathered all of these rare drops, bring them to Professor Robot, where you will be rewarded with the Sapphire Crystal. Okay, so that's all of the upper section done. Now for the lower. The coordinate that separates these two is the Y coordinate, of course, and so the magma fields, the only area in the lower section, can always be found below Y around 60. The special zone of the magma fields is called it's called something, definitely something. In it you can find the boss Ball. All you must do is kill him. But doing so isn't as trivial as it seems at first, mainly due to the heat meter being a ticking time bomb. If you can't kill him fast enough, you will eventually succumb to the heat as its damage ramps over time. Once you defeat him, you will obtain the Topaz Crystal. Oh, and he also drops a ball pet, which gives heat immunity. Neat. When you've obtained all the crystals, you must bring them to the center of the Crystal Hollows, also known as the Crystal Nucleus. Place the crystals in the respective statue's hands, and you will be rewarded with a loot chest. The rewards include a bunch of gems of different tiers, a pretty good pickaxe that breaks after 5,000 uses, and utility items such as bombs, with which you can just bomb anything within the crystal hollows. These rewards might seem a bit underwhelming, and that is because they are. The admins realize this as well and will be buffing them. Okay, remember how I said that there's 5 main areas? There's supposedly a 6th area, the Fairy Grotto. This one's home to Jasper, also known as the dumbest sounding gem ever. It also has butterflies. That's all I could really find about it. It seems like it is incredibly rare. I've mentioned where all the gems spawn at this point, except for Ruby, which just spawns in all of the areas. This really is highly centered around exploration though, so the special zones aren't nearly the gist of what you'll find. There's other smaller structures, each with typically a chest to reward their discovery. You can also find chests just by randomly mining. To open these you must play a minigame of aiming at the particles. If you fail you can just start over again. Much like the Crystal Nucleus, the rewards are also very underwhelming and will be buffed. There's also a big red dragon. This is where you can buy the 500 million coin golden dragon pet. You know what else is big and red? Wait, no, I already did this, didn't I? Okay, this update is just really huge if you haven't noticed already. There's no way I can talk about everything or else would be here all day. So I'm gonna rapid fire the less interesting items. Here's a bunch of new forgeable drill upgrades, here's the free new drills, there might also be a 4th one at a higher Heart of the Mountain level. Here's a new reforged stone, no clue what it does though. And here's all the items from the jungle shop. Now on to more interesting topics. The Armor of Yogg is a new mining set which gives heat immunity and up to 500 mining speed. This is extremely useful and basically necessary for the magma fields area. There's a debate going on whether Sorrow or this armor set is better for general mining purposes. Let's take a look at both of them. The Armor of Yogg offers 300 more mining speed, while Sorrow has 80 more mining fortune. Which is better really depends on your overall stats and whether you're grinding for money or doing commissions / leveling up your mining. Speaking of commissions, there's new ones. A whole new set of them. They do not replace the Dwarven Mines ones however, both are active simultaneously. The commissions range from the standard ones to just mine gems, to stuff like killing 10 Thists. I have no clue what a Thist is, but apparently it is a much stronger variant of the Ghost. That would also explain why you only have to kill 10. I do wonder what this man actually drops though. There's another new pet, and just like the Golden Dragon, it starts out as an egg. However, instead of having to level it to 100, it hatches on its own when you walk a certain amount of steps with the egg in your inventory. Judging from the screenshot, I think it works like this. After 2000 steps, your egg has a 50% chance of hatching. If it does, it's common. If it doesn't, it remains an egg. At 5000 steps, your egg has a 50% chance of hatching again. If it does, it's uncommon. And if it doesn't, it remains an egg, and so on. This means that there is a 1 out of 16 chance of hatching a legendary from an armadillo egg. This could very well not be the case, it's just how I interpreted it myself. The egg itself is obtained as a rare drop from the Crystal Nucleus. The whole egg hatching system is probably a Pokemon reference. There's also an ore called Corleonite. Not much is known about it, but I read on the forums that there is some kind of Corleone boss. This could be fake though, and I can't believe they added Don Corleone into Skyblock. Here's a dungeon pass. I don't know man, probably a bug or just the admins doing a little bit of trolling. Some general info: to enter the new area you will need Heart of the Mountain level 2. There are no new fairy souls and the update has been pushed back until hopefully the 13th. By the way, if you have MVP Plus or higher, you should at least join the Alpha Network once, so that you'll also be given the special pickaxe once the update goes live. However, this pickaxe will most likely be extremely bad and just serve as a trophy item. Last thing, Mithril Infusion got nerfed hard. Make of that what you will. This is definitely a good decision in my opinion though. 30% was just way too powerful. Even now, everyone will still want it. Man, another long video. Not trying to drag these out, just doing my best to report on everything that I can find. I'm going on vacation for the weekend, but there will hopefully be a short little video out on Saturday. See ya!